That was a dumb intro. Now it's better. Alright, I'm back from vacation and, yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, everyone was having fun until I finally got back, and, well, here I am. Surprise! I'm gonna get used to all this again, yeah. Anyways, we're here for a Moreparz video, and, this time I made sure that my audio is actually being recorded in OBS this time, because, last time I made a Moreparz video, yeah, that didn't happen, yeah. The audio was not recorded, yeah. And I'm not just talking about from my microphone, I mean the video too, like nothing was, it was just completely mute, yeah. Now, unless you could somehow read VTuber lips from that, then you just... Yeah, it's deleted, so yeah, because I wasn't keeping that up. Anyways, we're here for a new Moreparz video. This is called The Toad That Broke Australia. First emus, now toads. What's next? What's gonna happen next? I don't know. Maybe the thylacine will come back and then something will happen, maybe. Also, I can't wait for people to get mad at me for not saying emus correctly, because apparently I'm not saying that wrong, and I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying, so get off my back, okay? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Pronunciation, please, man. I swear. As we're gonna see how a toad broke Australia, and yeah, we're just gonna see how a toad broke Australia. So let's just jump on the video now, shall we?
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Indeed. Yeah. So much so, you might just think it's, you know, a part of hell just got loose and put onto Earth, and there you go. It's called Australia. Yeah. And that's why the demons from Doom didn't invade that part, because it was already Hellenized, I guess. That's a word I just made up that I'm not sure. Hellenized. Okay.
I told you there's one creature they all fear.
Oh,
an
really?
Invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate?
It is a toad.
The answer is this fat fucking toad. But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way back.
Alright, yeah, because I'm curious. Oh, okay, we're going this far back, okay. And since it's invasive, where did it originally come? Well, we're probably gonna get into that, so yeah. We're gonna see who's fucking over Australia.
It's 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do.
Go back.
The land down under.
Is this just your normal Australian college student's roommate right here? Because honestly, it wouldn't surprise. It's like, okay, here's your college dorm, and here's your complimentary kangaroo roommate with a phone. Have fun. Yeah. Hey, maybe if you're lucky, you can play Uno with the kangaroo.
Why many tragedies do. With the British. You see, having...
Of course. Of course.
Gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property, around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
I mean, yeah.
But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albohurtum.
Dermalopida albohurtum. Just, what is with these names that we are giving some animals? Like, are you just trying to, like, have someone's throat have, like, a throat aneurysm or whatever? Is that even a thing? Is that even a thing? Like, I feel like this is worse. I feel like you have easier times doing tongue twisters than reading some of these names. Like, I swear to God, man. Like, I just want to know what was going through their heads whenever they were naming them this. Like, why can't we just name it simple? Just name it something simple. We don't need to, you know, have to, like, just, you know, have to do, like, you know, verbal acrobatics just to pronounce this, okay? Like, come on. Like, at least make it easy to, like, pronounce or something, or just don't name it something like this, alright? I'm tired. I'm pretty sure everyone's tired of making their throats do verbal acrobatics just to say a word, okay?
These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves.
Okay.
So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server,
I imagine they infested them.
And set up
like, ooh, free food.
f***ing hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and
Yep.
set to work
Figured.
demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily
And then I imagine the British put the toads in to eat these things, I guess.
enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem.
No.
Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae.
Yeah.
And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots. And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits.
Yeah.
This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government,
Oh boy.
and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations.
We made a whole bureau for this. We made it. Okay. Of course they did, because how else are they supposed to expand their power and influence? Also, why did I say we? I'm not Australian. I'm not Australian. Why do I keep on saying that? I don't know.
Or the BSES in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins?
Yeah.
The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work.
Okay.
They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work.
Well, Jesus.
Then, one day in the office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea.
Alright. Oh boy.
Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything. What about cane toads? What?
Cane toads?
Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean,
Oh.
it's a frog. They eat
They're
bugs.
native to... Okay. I thought it was native from British land, I guess. Yes, I just said that. I just actually said that. Guess they're from Hawaii, then.
We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species.
Yeah, because that's totally not gonna, you know, cause some other issues as well. Yeah.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. What can go wrong? I figured.
And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the
Love that we're using hell divers as an example here.
arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit.
Oh.
Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
Oh my god. Wait. Like, did they just think they were gonna jump up there and get them or something? Or they think they had a really extremely long tongue to go that friggin' far? Like, just... Thought processes need to be studied. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm afraid of that, because I'm afraid you're going to find too much stupidity, and stupidity is probably one of the most contagious things ever, and then it's just going to spread. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either. So they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Yeah, you think that would, but you gotta. But instead of like people who researchers and biologists and everything that know what they're doing, you got a bunch of government workers instead, and yes, there is a difference.
This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase.
Yeah, there wasn't.
The BSCS did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads.
Of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. And like I said, I guarantee there's it's just government workers and nobody who knows anything about releasing an invasive species and everything. Yeah.
Are you This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological f***ups, and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species.
All right.
You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice.
Alright, so just... so if it fits, it eats. I got you. Alright.
Lizard.
Snails. Baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of f***ing Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing.
Of course.
A lot.
Yeah, of course.
In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch.
Hey, Australia, it ain't going too good for y'all, is it? Like, I keep on constantly hearing bad things happening to Australia, and even in the past it's the same. Like, give this continent a break, like, goddamn.
But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia
surely
is
not.
home to
Surely
some of
not.
the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely the local wildlife has this under control.
Surely it does. Surely. This video stuff. Oh, I forgot to. Forgot to unpause it. And you know what? I'm willing to bet what's happening. Nothing could take these guys out because, or like not quick enough because like I know frogs and toads are different things, but I could be wrong, but don't they both have like defenses where you just lick one and then you're basically on psychedelics from that. Yeah, apparently my dog did that whenever I was gone. my grandma just saw it happen and then she just wouldn't calm down till like sometime early morning. But hey, at least she ended up better than that one dog and that one dog I knew that ate a frog. It lived. It did not feel fine for like a month. Yeah. Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cane toads, they're poisonous.
Yep.
So those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Bufotoxin?
No, that's not a D's nuts joke. Got it! Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin.
Yeah.
And two, the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Oh, lovely.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat...
I think I know where this is going. And it ain't anywhere good.
This isn't as much of a problem, because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this f***ass poison build, by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem.
Yeah.
And despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Calid toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it?
Yeah, it just
It
keeps
gets bigger.
Yeah, it keeps going. Yeah,
And
just
so, short...
Yep, it's just, they're probably still dealing with this today. Like, it's most likely happening, yeah. I'm actually curious, has an invasive species ever been successfully removed entirely? I'm actually curious. I don't know if that's ever happened, because I don't know too much about, what happens when an I don't know if... I'm not talking right. My brain's not braining. More so, I'm just curious if any has just been, removed, like, entirely. And if so, how long did it take? If it happened. And if it didn't, then I guess they're just stuck with this and they gotta figure something out, huh? I guess.
After
or whatever happened. I don't know. What are the options?
Being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES
Jesus.
noticed this and did fucking nothing.
Of course they didn't.
Because it technically didn't affect the sugarcane. The swarm spread further.
So they're just like, it didn't help our sugarcane issue, so we're just not going to do anything about it. We're just going to let it fester. Okay.
Occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways
Of course they
like
did.
a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water.
Of
the
course.
BSES
Yep. Figured it was gonna like infect the water or something, and of course the BSES did nothing. Yep. Doesn't surprise me.
did nothing. Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish.
Of course.
The BSES
Did nothing.
still did nothing.
Yep.
The swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory
Oh,
and
boy.
New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine.
Sure.
By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering, at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them,
Jesus Christ.
that happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES
Did
was
nothing.
forced to acknowledge
Oh.
that maybe, just maybe,
Listen,
And then still most likely did nothing.
we fucked up.
but,
Yeah, really.
oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No!
Of course. Yep. Still did nothing.
They left it for the government to clean up.
Oh, well, of course they did.
second horde of creatures.
Aren't they part of the government? Aren't they part of it? Or made by it? So it's...
Escaped the cane field? Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological...
So did they just... I'm assuming that eventually they're just going to just euthanizing them.
warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but
Let's not release more stuff out there, okay? That's how we got into this issue in the first place. Let's not do more stupid shit like this, okay? Let's just not.
was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife.
There you go.
And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that
Of course
leave
it
us?
does.
Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species.
Jesus.
And they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction
Aw.
in parts
They
of the
look so
country
adorable too.
they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading. with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future.
Jesus.
And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads.
Yeah, I figured.
You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but,
they didn't do
most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
Yeah.
So they just use a golf club or a car.
Oh my god, we're about to play the meme song. Oh boy.
In my car right after.
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight.
Oh.
Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely fucking awful for?
Who?
The toads.
Oh, well.
They didn't ask for any of this shit.
Yeah.
They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit
For real.
in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal...
You know, why does this surprise me? Why does this surprise me? This shouldn't be surprising.
The federal government banned the fucking idea when they came up for it in 1935.
And they did it
based
anyway?
on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger fucking issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice
And ignored it.
and went, nah.
Yeah.
You have got...
Well, of course. Of course it happened this way. Of course it happened this way. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Oh my god.
Got to be fucked! G'day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you so much for watching. This is the first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel, and I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it, so I hope you enjoyed. Also, a quick announcement if anyone missed it. We're partnered with GamerSubs now.
Nice.
The link in the code is in the description.
There you go.
So go grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this for literally changing my life. That will never not mean the world to me, so thank you. Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period, and I will see you all next time.
Alrighty then. I look forward to whatever's coming next. Well, after watching this video, I can confidently say, fuck the BSES. Like, Jesus Christ. Ignored scientific evidence of why this was a bad idea, and then lobbied to get the ban off of said idea lifted, and then do it anyway, and then cause all this, and just... Jesus Christ. Australia needs a break, man. It needs a break. Alright, that was a good video. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. And if you did, check out the original. It'll be linked in the description below. And go support Moreparz for making this. It'll be linked down below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.